And so if you are a beginner who has just been like waiting for something like this because you don't want to go to the gym or you can't, again, like I said earlier, or you're a busy mom, this is absolutely perfect for you because we're starting with mobility, core strength, body weight strength, and then some Pilates and yoga. And then we'll build as, as we all build together into bands.
Welcome to Elevated Life, Real Wellness and Transformation Podcast, where we walk alongside the internally driven individual as they transform their life through wellness, movement, mindset, and personal responsibility. If that's you, you're in the right place. Let's jump in.
We have an exciting idea that we want to share with everybody. But before we do that, I'd like to take a moment to ask Jonna, how you doing?
Oh, wow. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am fantastic.
Why are you fantastic?
Mostly because of this idea. It's really exciting. But also the sun came out. Yeah. Rain's good. Rain's good. Mm-hmm. Time is right around the corner here, though. So it's exciting. All right. What are we talking about today?
Because you didn't really tell me about this podcast, so I'm going to throw it right back at you. What are we talking about?
That's usually my line.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a new thing that we're developing, and we'll get into some backstory for it and everything. But we are going to offer, well, let's go into the backstory first. We'll leave the suspense. Keep people listening.
I guess some backstory. In teenage Jonna world, I was really into watching Gilad on channel 11 or 13. We're in Washington State, so I was on the west side. And also a little bit of Denise Austin. I'm going to age myself here. And really enjoyed just being at home and working out in my living room when I was a teenager. Also had like the Cindy Crawford workout video. Okay, these are VHS tapes that we're talking here. In fact, there was one workout with Gilad that I liked so much that I hit play record when you could do that. When you didn't need two VHS. Remember when you needed two?
I do.
To record, but then they like upgraded the tech and you could just record onto the one VHS machine. Anyway.
So you were fancy is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure, a lot of people had that tech. No, we weren't fancy. Anyway, so I would like rewind play that video over and over again. I loved it so much. And it just came to so we've been thinking about this idea for a really long time. And it kind of came into my scope yesterday when I first woke up in the morning. And I remembered I had that emotion of being so excited about workout tapes, right? I know it sounds crazy, but workout tapes. And we've been planning to do an at-home workout for people who don't want to leave the home, can't leave the home, stay-at-home moms or moms that work that can't get to the gym, or people are having a rest day from their heavy lifting but still want movement. Kind of toying with this idea of a class for over a year.
Yeah.
A long time. And it's always on like the list of things to do. And then it just gets moved. It constantly gets moved from like board to board. In our office, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whiteboards, and it just gets moved around. And we really decided just to create this class. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, what this class is, how to sign up for it, all the things. So do you want to take over from here. That's really how it started.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jonna has an issue with,
And
watching Galad and Billy Blanks is another one, Tybo,
yeah.
right? That was another one I had when I was raising kids at home.
I should throw in mine as well. My early exposure to VHS, I had to have been VHS, home workout was Jane Fonda.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
OG. I feel like she was the OG. Yeah.
When I was just a little guy. But anyway, so yeah, we wanted to get this online class going. Some of the logistics, and then we'll touch on some other things. It's going to all be done through our website, cjellevatedlife.com. And basically what it's going to be is Monday and Wednesday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to go in there and do a 30-minute workout. Like Jonna said, it's great for beginners. It's great for people that just want to move. Somebody that's looking to get started and still, you don't really know. We've talked ad nauseum about there's so much stuff online to try to figure out how to get going. So the idea behind this for that group of you all listening is this is just a way to just get going.
Yeah, get started. Usually when, I've been teaching classes for like a long time, over a decade now. It started with being a coach and then moving on to doing free classes at the high school and then going to the warehouse gym up in Oroville and doing classes and then opening my own gym, all the things.
Hey, quick pause. If this episode is hitting you and you're ready for real tools, here's what we built.
Head on over to cjellevatedlife.com, pick up the Rebuilt Method for Men
Whoa.
or the Rebuilt Method for Women, just $67 each. We also created the Parasite Detox Blueprint at $37, and this is actually the exact protocol we use ourselves.
And while you're there, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get the weekly action steps and new tools we've tested ourselves. Let's get back to the episode.
And usually when I start a class, it starts at a starting point and then we progress naturally. And so if you are a beginner who has just been like waiting for something like this because you don't want to go to the gym or you can't, again, like I said earlier, or you're a busy mom, this is absolutely perfect for you because we're starting with mobility, core strength, body weight strength, and then some Pilates and yoga. And then we'll build as we all build together into bands, which you're a big band guy.
I am. I love them. I think they're so underutilized and appreciated.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say because people have it in their heads that it's just like, oh, that isn't even really a workout. But if you use bands right, I mean, there's lots of times where I leave there feeling the exact same way as when I was pushing heavy plates around. Yeah. Bands are awesome, and we'll get into bands a lot. The cool thing though is that as part of your membership, if you get access to the live classes, but you'll also have access to all of the library, all of the archived workouts. So as we progress through, if you're getting in on this later, or you feel like, I just want to go back to some of those other workouts or whatever the case may be, you'll have access to all of our past workouts.
Yeah, and the other cool thing is if you can't join us live at 7:30 on Monday and Wednesday, you can hit the replay, right? So let's say Monday evening works better for you or Thursday afternoon works better for you, whatever that is. It's not like, okay, we go live and then that's it. It's gone forever.
Yep.
We're pushing record play for you. For you. So you can go back and, like Clint said, have all the archives. This is really exciting. I think this is a part of fitness that is, was something before and maybe has gone to the wayside where everything's in person and that's great. But for those people who really just don't have the time and it needs to fit their schedule, and it's a 30-minute class. So everyone has 30 minutes to dedicate to themselves, to their health and fitness. And if you don't, then this is your like wake up call to create that time, right? For yourself, for the betterment of everything, because we always talk about how fitness is a gateway drug to excellence in your entire life. This is a way that you could have it come right into your home. Yeah.
One thing that really has spurred this on, or helped us to format it the way that we are formatting it, I guess you could say, is the recognition of really what Jonna is the baseline of, but the community within Elevated Fitness. So for those of you outside the area, that's the brick and mortar gym that we have, and it's incredible. I mean, we talk so often about all the cool things with the different gym members and interactions that happen, friendships that get made, and we're trying to replicate that as much as we can in an online, if you're stuck at home or you're just not able to get to the gym or you live long ways away from a gym, whatever that might be. So it's really gonna feel like more than just, okay, these are my movements for the next 30 minutes and that's it. We really want to have that as much as we can, that same community feel. So another thing that we're going to be doing, along with the live and being able to interact live with us, coming soon after we launch this, we'll have a Discord community. So basically what that is like a big chat room, and it can be separated out into different areas so you can have ongoing conversation with everybody in the community. You can ask questions, you can talk about your wins, different, maybe you altered a movement a little bit and it really was super cool for you. So it's like, hey, this is what I did, or I didn't have, one of the things we might use is like a broom for stick work. I didn't have a broom for some reason. So here's what I used.
Yeah.
And this worked out really great. Or I added in, grabbing milk jugs. And so I had a little bit of weight with it whatever those things might be. So it's more, it goes beyond just the Denise Austin, right?
Totally,
Did I nail that name right?
You did.
Or the Jane Fonda or whatever, where you're just watching something. It really is more of an interactive experience.
Yeah, because community is important,
Mm-hmm.
right? It absolutely is important. And, we talked about it with the Elevated Fitness. I've seen some of the most amazing things happen in classes where people are building friendships, not just in the gym, but then also carrying that outside of the gym, and people that wouldn't have normally met, right? Outside in their whatever world they're living in outside of the gym. And that's been really interesting and lovely to watch. And because of the culture at our gym, it's very much encouraging and welcoming and loving. That is the same vibe that we plan on, navigating from in the Discord. And Clint and I will be active in the Discord. And also on top of that, we are going to be doing a live question and answer session once a month in the Discord. So if you have any questions, right, regarding nutrition or whatever that is, we'll be live once a month and answering those questions. So I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so much fun to build a class and to see it grow and to see people make the connections. So the fact that we can bring this online is just really just makes my heart really happy. I feel like it's coming full circle. Like 16-year-old Jonna is really stoked right now. It's like, this is going to be fun. So when are we starting this?
Real quick, though, I did want to mention something before we get back. I know I already teased the logistics and then we moved away. But for those of you listening that might be thinking, I'm not even at beginner. Beginner makes me nervous. You've already used words I don't know or, I'm not comfortable doing. We're very aware of that, very cognizant of those concerns. And so we're going to go out of our way to be able to show, okay, like as an example, here's a body weight squat. Here's a way you can modify it if if even that is too much for you right now, or you're struggling because you've got knee mobility or hip
Yeah.
mobility
Yeah.
issues that you need to work on. Here's some modifications that you can do. On the other hand, if it's like, okay, this is getting pretty easy. I don't know if I'm quite ready for bands yet, but this is getting pretty good. Well, here's some modifications you can do to make it a little bit more difficult, a little more
Yeah.
challenging. So, again, just with the idea of it not just being a pre-recorded workout that hopefully it works for you, we're really going to try to put on our transformation coach hats
Yeah.
and tailor as much as we can to a wide variety of levels, I guess.
To mention, uh, when I run a class, I am not quiet. Like you're going to get tips and tricks and all of the things that, Clint and I will be conversing as we are teaching you these moves and giving you, tidbits through that class that you can then take into your everyday life so that you can stack habits, right? Because we talk about that all the time, the importance of stacking habits. This is a perfect opportunity for you to start that first habit of showing up for yourself twice a week. The other thing that's super cool about this is that let's say there's a person that's like, okay, it's twice a week, but I really want to work out 3 or 4 times a week, right? To get started. Like I'm feeling like you can just rewind play, right? Rewind play, because getting better and better at movements is what fitness is all about. Honestly, I know there's a lot of like, no, do this new cool move and do this, but really, you just want to stick to the basics, get really good at them, and then move on. And so we're going to incorporate that mindset into this class as well.
Hey friends, if you're getting something out of this, connect with us on our social media platforms. We're at CJ Elevated Life _ on Instagram and TikTok, and CJ Elevated Life on Facebook and X. We're answering DMs, sharing daily content, and building community with people ready for real transformation. For now, hit subscribe wherever you're listening, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. We drop 2 new episodes every week. And if this episode resonates, share it. That's how we reach more people who are ready for change. You can also find everything at cjelevatedlife.com. All right, let's keep going.
So the logistics, like
Yeah.
I mentioned, everything is done through the website, cjelevatedlife.com. You can go there, and toward the middle of the homepage, there's a place where that gives a little bit of information, kind of recaps what we're talking here. You can sign up, and that'll take you to a quick, easy sign up page, or you can just log in if you've already signed up. From there, you'll go to a member page, and we're going to actually be streaming or be live on YouTube. So the YouTube thing is right there. So then once you're in, you just hit play when we're at 7:30 on Monday or Wednesday, or that will be the last one that we did. So there's always one there for you. Then there's a link to the library, to the archives, and you can go in and find whatever you want.
How much does this cost, Clint?
It is going to be $30 a month.
Dude, $30
Yeah.
a month for 8 30-minute classes.
Mhm.
Like Bargain Tuesday, guys, and a Discord. Like we want to make this available to the person who's like really wanting to work out but has a lot of different limitations, and you can invest $30 in yourself a month. You can do that. I believe in you. That is something that everyone should be doing. It's $30, right? It's not 150 or whatever some of these other courses are. So anyway, yeah. Super exciting.
Yeah, we are really excited about it.
Yeah.
It starts, I guess we should
yeah.
give that information
Start date.
too. April 13th
Yeah.
is going to be, so it's coming up soon. Again, if you're listening to this after, or you whatever that is, you didn't miss out on anything. If you didn't start on the 13th, you can go back and start from the beginning, catch our lives. and see where you're at with everything. So we've got all of the, like I said, all of the past workouts are going to be on there too. So
So just jump in on the latest one because we're
absolutely.
going to be communicating form and everything that you need for that class, right? So you could just jump in and then as you want to go back to the archives. So it's not like if you don't start April 13th, oh, too bad for you. You can jump in on this at any time. Yeah.
We'll also be communicating with everybody via email what the plan is.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I'm
Yeah.
glad you mentioned that. So
Yeah.
talk about that.
So we'll write out our the what am I trying to say? Program. I was going to say script. The program for the upcoming workout, and then we'll send it out to everybody via email. So like Sunday for the Monday class and Tuesday for the Wednesday class. So you know exactly what we're going to be doing. When we progress to maybe using a broomstick or something or bands or anything, we'll make sure that you know well in advance and that you know before. So you've got all that stuff ready to go. And then we'll also have that same information on each one of the videos. So if we do some workout or some movement that you really like and you can't remember what it is, you're going to have it in your email. You're going to have it on the past videos as well.
Yeah. So you know exactly what to expect. So you're not mid-workout and you're like, oh crap, I got to go to the broom closet and grab my broom. Or I have to go to the kitchen and grab a glass because we're using a glass or, whatever
Right.
that is,
Yep.
right? So that you know in advance kind of just how it's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can sign up right now.
Yeah.
So
Right
it's
today.
all
Go.
live, ready to go. Go sign up. You'll get the information on the upcoming classes and be ready to roll.
cjelevatedlife.com. Go sign up. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be epic. Thank you for listening and signing up.
And we'll see you soon.